video is to show you how to use the question bank. And so you see here, right here, you have home, content, syllabus, user activity, publish, settings, question bank. Now, this is when you're in the role of either an instructor or as an administrator. So you've come here, you have opened up a text module. You see this as text, and you have entered information. Now, I am going to use as an example the key points from a chemistry lesson. So if you go through this, you'll find out this is a whole lesson on the Bohr atomic model, and it has all of its key points here and everything that it wants. Now, what you want to be able to do is to generate questions that go into a question bank on this. So you will hit generate questions. You can see that it now aligns with ChatGPT, and questions are generated. These are generated by ChatGPT and can take a few minutes for them to actually come through. All right, when they come through, what you can now do is look at all these questions and see if you like them. So if I like this one and it's got an answer, you need to make sure you have a question and then it has an answer that's marked. So each one of these, and I'm like, oh, I like that one and this one. So you can go through and either, you see this little toggle here, you can either select all, which will do all 10 at a time that comes through, or you might say, I only want this question and this question, and that's all I want. Then I can go to the bottom and I can either say selected and close, which I'm going to do there. If I wanted more, I could go back to that part, if you see, when they had the generate questions, and I could say, no, I want to generate some more. So let's say you don't like the type of questions or you want something else. You can hit the generate question and look to see what kind of questions come from it. Now, they're all going to be right now in the multiple choice format. All right, so you can have some more. So again, you can be here on save and select or generate different questions. So now let's just save all of these and I'll show you then now where these go. All right, now you have done that. Now if you come into your question bank, you're going to see all these different questions and it's going to tell you the date that you created those. So let's go to the bottom and they are going to be created from the bottom. These are going to be your most recent ones at the bottom of the list. Although here we have some that say June 5th and June 4th. So you just have to look at them and you have to read your questions. And you say, I like this question. What is the misconception about electrons in Bohr's atomic model? Oh, I like that question a lot. And what I think I want to do is use it for my learning confirmation. So I can come down here and I can hit click, and there goes all those questions again that are in the question bank. And I'm going to look through those and I can read them and decide which one I really like. And we've already talked about, I want to do page 2. This one here I really like, and I want that as my learning confirmation, which is a question that relates just to that one piece of information, that one content that you have. To add it, I only have to do is click right there, and there it's added, and you hit save. Make sure you hit save. Now, let's look at this from the preview. This is what the student would see. And when you go into it, here's our lesson. So they'll read this. And then at the end, there's your learning confirmation right there. And if you get it right, nope, try again. There's the correct answer. And you hit complete and continue. But that gives you an idea of how to use the question bank in that format. Now, one of the things about the question bank is if you've just been generated by AI, you see a little robot. If you've used it, you're going to see a little person here. And so when you click on that question, you're going to see where it's been used in both pre and post test and what's its source. So this is learning confirmations. This is where this came from. So that gives you an idea of where things have been used. And so you can look through and go, okay, I've used that question, I've used that question, I've used that question and that question. So you can see which questions you've used and where you've used them. So that's how you would use your question banks to form your learning confirmations. The next video I'll show you is how to use your question bank to form a pre and post test.